So this is what everybody really looks like when they take their mask off after guns, beer, and therapy.
Oh my goodness.
Try to take a shower here, guys. Come on, get out of here. Close your eyes.
Howdy, Hillbilly Nation. This is American Hillbilly. Man, good to see y'all this evening. Oh my goodness, we got a lot of great people out there. Wow. We have a great show for you guys tonight. Everybody's in the back room eating some bucket of fried chicken. So hopefully they're having a good time back there. And I want to thank each and every one of you for showing up tonight for Guns, Beer, and Therapy. So let's start bringing these folks out and see how they're doing. First up here, we have Moondog 2A. How you doing, Moondog?
How's everybody doing? I'm not in my usual digs today. I'm visiting my mom's down in Los Angeles, see how she's doing. So that's why I've got a slightly different background over here. But I'm happy to be on tonight.
Good to have you, brother. As always, good to have you. Oh man, so how's the weather in LA?
It's warm. It was about 100 in the Central Valley when we were driving down here. So, and it's feeling like in the high 80s today. So it's typical fall weather for Southern California.
Awesome. Well, that's good. Oh man. Up next we have everybody's favorite gizzard, Mr. Gizzard Gary. How you doing tonight, Gizzard? Pulling the hillbilly, you got your mic muted, buddy.
Well, heck, nobody wants to hear me anyway. But, yeah, doing good. Thanks for having me. Sorry about that. I've always wanted to be like you, though. So.
Oh man! So having a good day today, huh?
Well, I was up until I screwed that up.
Yeah. Well, good to have you this evening. Man, we got a lot of great folks out there on the side chat. Oh my goodness! And up next, we'll bring in Kentucky Rimfires and Hobbies. How you doing tonight, buddy? Now you're muted. Yeah, this is going to be. I see how tonight's going to go.
I'm doing well, Hillbilly. I opted out on the chicken. I just finished up with some deer roast and potatoes and carrots, so I didn't have room for chicken.
Well, that's okay, buddy. Leaves more in case Bubba shows up. He'll clean them up. So. Oh my goodness. Well, good to have you this evening, buddy. And up next we have Mr. Hasbro. How you doing, buddy?
It's not my mic. It is a chicken.
Chicken
That's some tough stuff there, buddy. I don't know where you caught that, but it was fresh range. Good to be with you all. Hillbilly, thanks for the invite.
Well, glad to hear, buddy. As always, man. My goodness. Up next, we have JH586. How you doing tonight, Jamie?
Pitiful, man. Pitiful. Y'all know I'm a college football fan. My dogs are getting beaten down. Although they are starting to come back a little bit. They just scored touchdowns 30-15. Alabama, and maybe they can come back. I'm not holding my breath, but yeah, that first half was every college football fan's worst nightmare for me, man. But we're here to have a good time, and let me tell you something, Hillbilly. I'm used to eating my wife's cooking, and I'm glad she don't watch this show. But I've learned to say, she says, "How was it?" I'm saying, "That's just how I like it." So. Good chicken.
Awesome. Oh man, yeah. So I don't think you're wanting to talk college football tonight, are you?
I got it on up here, but yeah, there's RTAC and Boomstick. Y'all, I appreciate y'all saying hey to me. I need some friends right now.
Boomstick will get you in jail.
Yeah, yeah. You know, and I try to be that kind of friend that says, you know, I know we're either going to die or go to jail, but just tell me before it happens. Are we right or are we wrong? And let's go.
Oh my goodness. You bet you, buddy. Oh man. And up next we have Mr. Mark Thomas, the leather master himself. How you doing tonight, Mark?
Oh, doing good, doing good. I'm I'm a little tired. I'm gonna hang around as long as I can tonight, but been outside all day. Seth and I were up at the airsoft field. They had their big annual fall event today, and he played all day. I didn't play, but I'm whooped. So I'm gonna be here as long as I can, at least an hour or so, and hopefully I don't fall asleep on camera.
If you do, we'll turn your screen off. And so,
Appreciate it.
Oh man. Oh well. Up next, I saved this feller for last because he's not in the bunker tonight. Mr. Pat outside by the fire. Welcome, Pat.
Howdy, everybody. Well, thanks for having me on tonight, Hillbilly, and hopefully I'm not having any more problems. Hopefully not with no echoes or anything like that, but yeah, just glad to be alive on God's green earth, and man, I'm just happy tonight, man. Let me tell you.
Awesome. Yeah, it looks like a good time out there by the campfire and the fire
Yes,
pit.
it is. I got my dog beside me. I've got a beer in my hand, and it's nice and cool outside. So I can't say much more than that. I'm just happy.
Is his mic popping real bad for everybody else?
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah,
His
it's
official
pretty
name
bad.
is Popping Pat tonight.
That's what happens when he gets outside the bunker, I guess.
That's a lot. That's crackling firewood you got there.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He's probably got some of that chicken warming and gizzards and stuff warming up over that fire right now. Oh, looks like Take Rimfire's got a buddy right there. Oh my goodness, he's a good boy.
I can pound lap dog.
Oh man.
Buddy from the video.
Yeah. I let him on one video. Now he wants to be on all of them.
Hey, that's how it is, man. That's no doubt
Well,
about that.
did you know he's part attention hound?
Oh my goodness. Well. I haven't seen Ozzy out there tonight, but when he shows up, let me give him a big congratulations because he had a grandbaby born, I believe yesterday. I seen he posted that on Facebook, and man, that's awesome. And not only that, Hasbro's going to be doing a little traveling himself. He's got a grandbaby coming along.
Ozzy was on here earlier.
Is he? Was he that missing? I was trying
Is
to
it
watch.
a grandbaby for Ozzy or great grandchild? I can't remember.
I'm trying to remember for sure. Now, if he's on here, hopefully he'll tell us. Because if as anybody's had grandchildren,
Great granddaughter. Yep, that's what I thought.
Okay, awesome. That's even better.
Yeah.
Congratulations, buddy. That is so awesome. Yeah, that's a life changer right there, man. Getting to see those grandbabies, and so Well, we got Shannon out there and Abby. Yeah, we're going to call out side chat here in a little bit, and good to see everybody out there on the side chat. And I'm going to get this banner rolling here. We will be doing a drawing tonight for a skinny blue knife, and we're getting real close to ending the skinny blue knife giveaway, and we're going to move on to something else. And so, anyway, if you don't have a skinny blue knife yet, I hope you get to win tonight, and so you can be part of the Skinny Blue Knife Club. And so, man, oh my goodness, oh, we got Bubba out there. Hey, buddy. I don't know if he's off work or but hopefully Bubba will jump in here in a little bit. So, yep, if you guys want to enter the giveaway for tonight, excuse me, it is hashtag VIP97. Getting real close to 100 episodes of Gun Baron Therapy. And so, anyway,
VIP or HBN?
HBN. What did I say?
He's the VIP.
Oh, geez. Yeah, we have our VIP chat on Tuesday nights, and I think over there sometimes I say HBN. So, yes, it is what's on the banner below, HBN for Hillbilly Nation 97. So, yeah, get those hashtags in. It'll get you entered in the giveaway. Oh, boy. We had a lot of fun. Of course, Fridays are always awesome. Starting off with Georgia Shooting Connection and going over to Foul Territory with Gizzy Gary. And last night, we were talking on Georgia Shooting Connection about 22 rimfire and stuff. And so we had such a good time about that. I thought we go ahead and talk a little bit about that on there tonight because even though it was such a great time, there's people here on the panel tonight and maybe in the side chat that didn't watch that show last night or wasn't on the panel. And so I thought I'd just ask, people through the panel and out in the side chat, this right here is 22 rimfire long distance, something you do or would you like to do? And I know we have especially Hasbro and Kentucky Rimfire here that has several videos on that. And so I thought it'd be kind of a neat deal to revisit again tonight. It's something I really enjoy doing, even though I don't post a whole lot about it. But I think I'll probably start doing more of that and getting into some more challenges. And actually, the next topic we'll be talking about a few challenges. So anyway, out there in the side chat is 22 long rifle, kind of the long distance, like 50-yard shooting and stuff like that. Is that something you guys enjoy doing? And or do you already do it? And so we'll just go ahead and start with you, Moondog, and get your thoughts about that, because I do know you do shoot 22 quite a bit out there.
Yeah, and I compete in 100-yard matches the bench rest that we have, and I've also competed in the light rifle, which is you can shoot offhand, unsupported, at 50 yards. So that's something that my club does a lot of, just because it's a little unusual that we shoot at the Sheriff's Department Training Center, but also the training center is located inside this huge municipal park and next to a golf course. So on the weekends, obviously, it's pretty crowded, and the population has filed complaints about noise years and years back. So the before I joined the club, they had made an agreement that the club would only shoot rimfire on the weekends to keep the noise level down.
Oh,
So,
wow.
yeah. Which is kind of I find ironic. I know it's probably because some Karen years ago complained about this, but coincidentally, the park is also along the path of San Francisco International Airport. So you've got these big
Airplanes.
Airbus A80s flying in, and they're complaining about our noise. So
Oh my goodness.
yeah, so
Yeah, I think it'd even be hard to hear a 4570 over a big Airbus.
Yeah, I would be more concerned about, say, ricochet from a high power rifle than the noise from one where we're at. In terms of because of the planes flying it. But yeah, anyway, so we do a lot of rimfire shooting on the weekends because it's all we can do. And prior to that, I was like just about everybody else. I would usually shoot at the farthest 25 yards, even with my rifle. But that's the reason why I got into adding scopes to my rifle, because I can't see the targets from 50 yards very well, especially when you're trying to shoot open sights. I mean, my front sight post practically covers up the bullseye, so I definitely need scopes. So that's the reason I started getting into scopes and started reviewing scopes. So I do a lot of it, and my favorite rifle to shoot long range, what they consider it to be long range, 100 yards, is my CZ 457, and it's factory stock, so it's pretty. I've placed my best placement was second place at one match. I haven't yet broken. It's been a while since I broke the top three, but I usually am on the top half, so that's pretty good. And I know the guys who are usually higher up have put in precision barrels into theirs. So I haven't gotten down that rabbit hole because I don't want to throw even more money down. Because I know you can spend a lot of money accurizing a rimfire.
Hey, that extra quarter inch will only cost you $1,500 more. It's fine.
But I'll leave that to the rest of you guys to chime in on upgrading. I do enjoy, and the fundamentals are still there. I should point out, for those of you who haven't seen my video that I posted over the weekend, when I went out to the 1,000-yard match in Sacramento, they were shooting they were shooting regular center fire at 1,000 yards. I hear there's guys who claim they can do 22 at 1,000 yards. I don't know if that's but I haven't. But anyway, so this is a regular 1,000-yard bench rest and F class match, and they invited me after the match was over to sit down and take a shot. And I'm proud to say at least I got all 10 shots in the bullseye. But that my point of bringing this around was, this is the first time I've rung steel at that distance. So I get one lucky shot out of 5 misses. But this one I got all 10 rounds inside of a 6-inch bullseye at 1,000 yards, and most of those, over half of those, were inside of the 3-inch bullseye itself.
Wow!
And I half of that, or 2/3 of that, of course, was a third of that was the rifle and the bench rest, which wasn't mine. They lent that to me. The one of the shooters let me sit down on his bench, and a third of that, of course, was the load, which he made. It wasn't my custom load. So the other third would be me, and I owe that all to all the time I spent shooting rimfire, because the fundamentals are the same. It's all about calming yourself, the breathing, the smooth trigger pull. So that's what I got to say, is that no matter what caliber, 22 is a great way to learn to shoot well.
Wow.
So,
yeah, that's really cool. Getting to do something like that. Oh man. I've never actually. I know Jamie and a few others have got to shoot 1,000 yards. I've not done that yet. But one of these days I will. Man.
Oh, I'm sure.
Hopefully,
I sent you that link to that match. That's, I don't know, is it like 3 hours away from you?
yeah, it's down in Little Rock. It's a little closer to Tactical FUD and some of them down there. And actually, matter of fact, FUD, Buck, I need to forward that to you if you don't already know about it. But yeah, there's some long distance precision rifle deal going on down there in Little Rock, coming up. So I would like to make it. I don't know if I can or not, but I've definitely looked at and checked into it. So that'd be pretty neat to do. Yeah, good stuff, buddy. So, Gizzard, we'll jump right on over to you.
Would I like to try it? Sure. Problem is, my nearest outdoor range is probably an hour and a half from me, so it's kind of tough for me to do stuff like that. And of course, I don't have the equipment and all that. But hey, if somebody had the equipment and let me take a chance at it and learn, I'd be more than happy to do it. It sounds like fun.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you got that Taurus pistol. 50 yards.
Well, I do own a rifle. I mean, let's be real. I wouldn't do it with a pistol.
Oh wait, I gotta say, one of the guys at my club shoots 100-yard 22 rimfire pistol.
No kid.
It's a Thompson setter. It's got like a 12-inch barrel, and he shoots it Creedmoor style on his back.
I need to do a video on that. There was a few years
Really?
ago, I got a competition for Bullseye, Ruger Mark III, and we shot soda cans at 100 yards benching it.
Oh,
and it was easy. So I got to do that video. That'd be fun.
Yeah, I'd love to see that.
That would be neat. Yeah. Well, good stuff. So Jamie, I know you reached out there ways, but do you get to shoot very much 22 long rifle? I know we talked about this last night, but
no, I kind of want to start. These guys that are doing these challenges make it look so fun. I have several rifles I could do it with, and I was kind of disappointed when I asked what kind of ammunition they all use, and it seemed like it was fairly expensive stuff. But Moondog, I'm here to tell you, buddy, a 6-inch bullseye at 1,000 yards is a half MOA. So that's good shooting. I don't care. I don't care what you were doing it with and who done it, this, that, and the other. But best I've ever done at 1,000 yards is 2.01 MOA. So that's basically a 20-inch group at 1,000 yards.
Wow.
Now, you don't have to, I mean, it helps when you use that expensive match grade ammo, but I mean, you can do simple things. I got a video. You can just, one thing that helps is if you want to measure your, the rounds out of the box, that'll help keep down the number of flyers. But I can't get, I have a hard time finding, I've got a little stash of expensive ammo, but not really that much. Most of the time I just try to find what's local, and I haven't been, none of my local gun stores stock up on any match grade 22 anymore. So yeah, I shoot just CCI standard velocity. That's my match ammo.
Next time I go by Cabela's, I'll pop in there and see what they've got. I know my local guy don't really do that either, and I'd rather deal with him than anybody else. But sometimes, to me, my favorite 22 ammo from back in the day was always CCI mini mags, and that's how long ago it's been since I've shot any 22. Back when I was coaching a lot of ball, the kids would come over to the house after games or when we'd have an off night or whatever, and them and their dads would bring 22s, and we'd shoot 50 yards out in the pasture, and that was always big time fun. They got a kick out of it. But one of my buddies taught me what to look for. He would stand them all on a piece of wood, something flat, and he would take the longest ones, and he'd shoot the best groups with the longest ones.
Oh, because they'd be packed with more powder?
Hopefully, I think that was his thought. And man, when you're dealing with this cheap bulk ammo like we'd buy for the kids to shoot, you know, you could hear the difference from running around. I mean, you literally can hear the difference in how hot that 22 is. But yeah, I hope to get started for long. But most of my shooting is centered around deer hunting, and I shoot mostly center fire stuff.
Now, if you're the CCI mini mags are great, and it's like my go-to gold standard ammo. But the guys who have a lot more experience than me say that if you're doing it's fine for up to 50 yards, but when you're doing the 100 yards, the bullets start dropping from going transonic. And Hasbro's nodding and probably telling you more about that than I can, or Kentucky could probably tell you. So they actually recommend slower ammo because then it doesn't go transonic and become more unstable.
Makes sense.
Any bullet out of any cartridge, when you go from supersonic to subsonic, there's a lot of weird stuff going on, and you don't know where your bullet's going to hit. And
it's transitioning through a shockwave.
Yeah, and that's why I have a minimum load for my 6.5 Creedmoor that I shoot at 1,000 yards, and it's at between 1210 and 1250 and feet per second when it's going at that 1,000-yard target.
Right.
So I'm still over the speed of sound, so barely, but I still am, and I'm. It got me on paper and it got me on the target at 1,000 yards, but at this point, my goal is to get under one MOA at 1,000 yards. So that load's no longer what I need. I need better. So, and that's the problem you get when you start being a hand loader, guys. You're no longer in the recipe book. You know, you're doing what you can get away with and what you know you can get away with and what you know is safe in your gun. And
yeah,
100%.
That transition from subsonic, and all that, I remember Bubba telling me about when he was in high school and running track. Once he'd break that, difference.
That was with the fart.
Oh man,
okay,
that just tear you up.
Okay.
That was with the fart. That wasn't with ammo. That wasn't with running either. If you
he's
run it, you get in the car and get out of there.
He's running so fast that
in Nikes.
Difference.
You won't ever catch me in Nikes. Nikes don't make a shoe big enough for my foot.
Yeah, and Fudge is out there. The stay at the range. Show me the money target, and we'll talk just a little bit about the challenges and stuff. That challenge and some others here in a few minutes. And so, Hasbro, I know you were patiently sitting in the side chat last Friday night while everybody's talking about this. So
all right.
I thought
I learned a lot.
You might have some words of wisdom or different stuff, that you might want to share tonight too. And so,
well, I might have a problem in this area, but hang on a second, will you? I'm shooting up.
Oh, nice.
Funny.
Here,
That's some premium stuff there, right there.
Yep. Now get a hold of that Ely. Look out.
That's approved by Keter, so I don't know.
I've taken a beating on this show me the money target lately, shooting this stuff, because you shoot, I don't know, what is it, 40 shots or something on that target, which means $21 every time you warm your gun up and shoot the target. It was like plus your donation. So it's like I got a lot invested in this thing. But no, I love it. I've been doing such long range precision stuff for a long time, and over the last year and a half, more than 70% of my content has been shooting 22 rimfire stuff because I love it, and all rifle and precision rifle and that sort of stuff. 50 yards is the closest I shoot. I shot Saturday. Let's see, a week ago Saturday. Yeah, a week ago Saturday. I was out shooting that show me the money target with this Kentucky. He's seen that guy. He's seen the gun shoot, but it's a Green Mountain 1022 custom gun. And I'm sitting there shooting the target. And I thought, okay, I'm done with that one. I'm going to CCI standard velocity. I was shooting now. I might as well shoot some more. So I shot 100 yards. That was easy. I shot 200 yards seal. That was easy. I thought, why not? I didn't even touch my scope adjustment. I'm just holding over. And I kept working it out until I found a tree up on a hill. And I shot 400 yards with my 22 and hit steel.
Nice.
And I hit it probably 7 times out of 10. It was, it's like you hear this big delay and then there's a little think because it hardly has any energy when it gets there. But you can hear it. And so, yeah, that was really cool. But in competition, about the farthest I've shot is 250. And that basically you're shooting 3.5 inch plate, something like that. And you got to hit those. And it's tight, but it can be done.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love it. I love it.
Yeah. And you have like a lot of people, different ranges of price on your 22s. So,
yep.
I know one time me and you had talked, and you can actually get in this. We won't talk price on here because of YouTube, but there are few pews you can get out there that will get you in the ballpark, right? And if you want to share the name or whatever, or some of those, whatever you'd like to, but.
Well, Labor Day special, I went out and bought the absolute cheapest 1022 they make. And it was way less than, way less. And it's all, the plastic touches the barrel. It's not free floated. So I've gone back and only free floated the barrel in that channel. And it's amazing how much better that gun shoots. So that's one. But if somebody wanted to get into this and actually be competitive on the variable, you get a Savage Mark II FB, not the SR with the threaded barrel and it's shorter. This one's a 20-inch barrel, and it is less than, and it is amazing. It's got a cheap plastic stock. I can live with the AccuTrigger. It's not so bad. The stock is the worst thing because as you're shooting, it just does this, right? But later on, you can upgrade that. But I've learned to sort of control this, and it's shot right with my really expensive custom CZ. I mean, point for point with this thing. And it ticks me off because I got a lot in that CZ. And I got a $300 gun that's keeping up right with it. So that would be my advice. So.
Yeah. So, you don't have to throw a bunch of, coin down to get into some of these competitions. And actually, I just broke out the old Marlin 881. I remember the model on that bolt action, and stuck a big old Arcan scope on it, and I'm gonna see what that thing can do. And so, I mean, you just some of these rifles are super nice, and there's a reason that they cost that kind of money, because they shoot really wonderful. But to get into some of these challenges and just go out there and have fun, you do not have to spend a whole lot of money. So that is kind of like a point I was wanting to make there. And so good stuff, buddy. And so
Hillbilly, one other thing. I'm on a mission.
Yeah.
The cheapest one I own is less than that by that much. I went into a local gun store and found a early 50s Stevens 15A single shot. And I have a video on that about a really famous sniper that was what he started with, right? And
really?
It was unfired. I couldn't believe it. Unfired. And so I start shooting it and I start checking it out, right? And it's not really free floated and different things like that, right? So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and bed the action, which is going to be really tricky with the way this thing's set up. And I'm going to get that less than gun to shoot, and it's going to shoot well. So it's, if you want to put in a little time, read a little bit, you can take the really cheap guns and you can make them shoot pretty good.
Yeah, you definitely can. And there's so many great channels out there. And yeah, I just wanted to shout out Boomstick. He's out there in the side chat. And, he tries a lot of different, rifles and scopes. That's, 22 long rifle. And so if you go watch some of these people's videos, like you can literally find something that it might be something that you can pick up used too, and you can kind of have an idea how it shoots. So good stuff, buddy. Kentucky Rimfire, we'll move right on over to you, buddy.
I've thought about getting into rimfire.
Okay. Well, I'm a liar.
One of these days I'll be like Boomstick, and that guy's got more guns than Gunbroker, 22s. I only shoot 22s when I'm alone or with somebody. I would say get what you can afford and start with that and build off of it. I started doing this with the Ruger 1022, and now I own about 5 of them. And I'm like Hasbro. I like to go find a cheap as I can find 1022, and I build off of that. And a lot of times I end up with nothing but the outer of the receiver. I change everything.
Yeah.
But if you watch my videos, I got some 1022s that will hold their own. So
seriously,
it's possible to get there with an automatic. And a lot of these rimfire shooters say, "Oh, you got to have a bolt gun. You got to have a bolt gun if you want to be competitive." I agree with bolt gun. You can get a little farther with a bolt gun, but you can be competitive with a 1022.
Yeah. And those
but
things
not with a Rossi.
Yeah, and those are real easy to find. They've been out, for several years, and there's a lot of households that's bought one, over the years, and might still be laying around grandpa's or dad's or household or something like that, too. So yeah, you can get into that fairly reasonable. So Mark,
I'll say it again though, Hillbilly. I mean, the reason I got into this is I host a competitive USBR match twice a month at our range, and these challenges are just training mechanism for me to sharpen my skills and get better to shoot my own matches. So the more you shoot them, you'll see. I mean, my skill level compared to 2 years ago is daylight and dark. So you just have to spend time with it.
Yeah, getting out there and practicing, and yeah, and that's really cool because we all know no matter pretty much whatever you do, that practice is going to make you better at whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. So good stuff, buddy. So Mark Thomas, we'll move on down to you, buddy.
Well, as far as long distance, no, I don't really do that with 22. 22 is just a good plinking round. My son and I, we go to the range. We have a great time at 25 yards with pistols, whether it's a single action or love that TX22. We also have a Walther P22 that I've had for years, and just great plinking guns at short distance. Now, taking the rifles, probably 50 yards is the most. And we have the requisite 1022, got a Glenfield, got a a Marlin Model 60. We've got quite a few 22 rifles, and mostly it's at 50 yards, but it is kind of appealing. I'm starting to think about, and we've got some new facilities at our range out to 100 and 200 yards. For many years now, they've not allowed us to keep any steel, but they're allowing steel, and they've actually put some targets out on the far sides of the regular target bank. So I think that might be something we're going to get into. I really only use 22 to squirrel hunt, and that's usually within 50 yards. So kind of like that train how you fight. That's what we stuck to. But I really would like to see what we could do out a little bit further. And I think some of those older guns that I have, Marlins, the Glenfield, the bolt action, I think they're much more capable than we've really exercised them to.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so too, buddy. And that's going to be fun. And plus, doing this, it's not something that breaks the bank, And so, like you and your son, something you guys can go out and do, and it's not going to cost you a lot of money,
Yeah.
And you get to spend time together, just practicing, and that I think that's a big part of it right there. Is just having fun and not costing you a lot of money. I mean, we've all been there where we went out to the range, took kids or family or friends and stuff, and then at the end of the day, it's like, dang, man, I I'm gonna have to stock back up on some ammo here or whatever, or load some more, whatever the case might be. So, yeah.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, okay, Pat, we're over to you, buddy.
Actually, hopefully I'm not popping or banging too bad. How's the audio?
Well, crispy.
Yeah, I still hear the popping.
Okay, well, cut me out for right now.
All right, buddy. So Bubba, good to see you, buddy.
Hey, brother.
How about you? You enjoy shooting 22 at some, longer distance or bench or whatever, or is that something you want to get into? Or
I like shooting long distance. I've never actually done a competition. Been wanting to, but there's the closest one to me is like a 3-hour drive, and not doing that. And not wasting half of my day just driving to the place. You know what I mean? But I do shoot. I shot out to about 125 yards, and the only 22 ammo that I like is CCI standard. So I mean, I've shot Norma. I don't really like Norma all that much. I've shot. I think Hornady used to make some. I think I had a box of that somewhere. But CCI standard has been the goalpost for most of the stuff that I do. And I shoot decent. I don't shoot great, but I do enjoy shooting out that far. I will say that the worst ammo out there is 22 Norma Eco Speed. That is without a doubt the worst ammo I have ever shot in my entire life. It can't stay consistent at 25 yards, let alone 50 and 100. But I do enjoy it. I enjoy plinking with it. So it's just like, it's probably one of my favorite rounds. It's really cheap, and it's not too bad off.
Hey, but Hillbilly, what's the number one ammo in all of 22? Thunderbolt.
Yeah, Remington Gold Bullet. Yeah.
Cooter approved.
Remington Gold Bullet. We're going to go with that. Cooter approved.
Yeah.
My God.
Well,
that was one of the first videos I ever posted was what's the dirtiest ammo, 22 rimfire ammo in my pistol. And Thunderbolts definitely were the number one of the half dozen that I tested.
oh man.
Weird, because Thunderbolt, you have like a 30% chance of getting a box that actually shoots really, really good. And that's weird to say, I know, but there's like I'll trust it over Winchester ammo any day. But yeah, it is pretty
Well,
dirty.
pretty low bar.
Yeah, yeah. Uh,
And
and Federal, of course. Federal's all right, I guess, but yeah.
yeah, and that's been kind of my deal. Like I've had some what I thought was really bad ammo. Like I had 2 or 3, rifles or pistols that just didn't like it at all. And if it did eat it, I didn't have much consistency out of it. And then, lo and behold, I think, okay, this ammo ain't worth nothing. I'm gonna go out and season this barrel in, with this new rifle and actually getting some good groups out of it. And I'm like, this blows my mind. And so, yeah, certain ammo seems to, or certain rifles seem to like different types of ammo. So,
Oh yeah,
that's
absolutely.
my deal is like, since the price point is down, than other ammo, like 122 long rifles, you can afford to go out there, with, say like, 5 different brands or something and shoot some groups. And if that rifle likes that particular group, I got a notebook. I just write it down, I'm like, this rifle likes this and this, And so, when I go to shoot that rifle, if I can't remember, I'll go look in that notebook and I'm like, okay, this is what I'm taking out with me. And so, but yeah, just imagine, if we was doing that with some other guns, it'd be far more costly. And so that's one cool thing about 22 rimfire. And of course, they're not always going to be the most trustworthy. I mean, you're going to have some, you know, misfires or something like that, but that's just, part of the game with those. And anyway, we got an awesome side chat out there. And Jamie, would you like to shout out the side chat? And we need to, uh, what should everybody type in the side chat so you can shout them out? Anybody got any ideas?
22 LR.
22 LR. So if you put 22 LR out there, Jamie will shout you out. And also, don't forget to put your hashtag in HBN97. And we'll be doing a giveaway here at the bottom of the hour. Jamie loves it when I talk a whole bunch and all those get ahead of him. So
I have a mouse.
got a mouse. We'll have to have that barrel now, don't you, baby?
That barrel ain't never working no more. So Hasbro was first in. He's on the panel, and in the side chat, Honey Creek Road's out there. I love you, Daniel. And there ain't nothing you can do about it. Kentucky Rimfire and Hobbies on the panel as well. Glad to have him. Alaska One Andy. Tim S is out there. Fluffy 10mm Jeep guy. Tommy Boy, love you too, buddy. Tactical Bud is out there. Dale Pogue, Hasbro, Justin Grimm, Garage Guy 879. Gun websites, I think. Yeah, I have to read that out. These people mess with me bad. Fuku YT's out there. Ron 2A Matters. Moondog 2A is on the panel as well. Artac and Daughters. Hasbro is out there. And Ozzy Osbourne. And my dogs are making a little bit of a comeback. So I know none of y'all care, but great to have all you guys out there with us, man. Y'all are awesome. And I know we got more watching than I called out, so don't be bashful. Thank all of y'all for being here. We appreciate you very much.
We sure do.
And Hillbilly, thank you for letting me do that, man.
Hey, you bet you, buddy. Yeah, that's appreciate you doing it. so many great people, in this community. You can't say enough about, this whole 2A community we have that we're a part of. And it's just, we kind of touched on this before, but yeah, we do get aggravated with YouTube and stuff every now and then, but just think how all of us have met. We've got some great friends through this process and got to know a lot of great people. So glad y'all are here. Appreciate each and every one of you. And Hasbro says dogs are on Bama's 2-yard line. So yeah, we got Bama Dad out there and Jamie in here. So oh, he said he's messing with Jamie. You're right beside Jamie. I'll be careful. He's liable to reach across that box. Oh my goodness. So again, guys, get your hashtag in HBN97. And at the bottom of the hour, we are going to be drawing See Who Wins the Skinny Blue Knife. And we're going to continue on here and talk about this right here. Are you interested in 22 long rifle challenges? Or maybe you're already a part of them. And I know, there's some people on here. We touched on this a little bit, but, I just wanted to say there's some out there right now. Day at the Range, he puts these out pretty much throughout the year and stuff. And there's a there's a website you can go get these and download them, but that's not all. There's other people that put them out. And like Hasbro, he has one coming up and stuff like that. So I just kind of like if you in the panel, if you don't shoot these, that's fine. But for the guys in the panel that do shoot them, what I guess what I'm looking for, like, do you enjoy them and why? And basically, can you convince other people that's not tried them, or they might be like, man, I ain't that good of a shot. I don't want to be embarrassed in front of everybody, and stuff like that. What would you guys say to that? And so I guess Chad, you're Hasbro's main ones that shoot them. Or Jamie, you got something? I seen you unmuted your mic.
I would just say that if you get out there and do, I don't care how bad you do, you're doing better than somebody sitting on their butt on the sofa.
Amen.
And doing nothing. And, give me a call.
Don't be a pussy.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I'm going to go as far as to say I shot a lot of these challenges before I ever got the nerve to create videos. And it's because of those challenges that I've got acquainted with most of you guys.
So
like I say, don't
a lot of friends.
Don't be embarrassed about your scores.
Oh yeah,
Kentucky, you can relate to that one, Kentucky.
Yeah,
that's embarrassing.
I wish 6-shooter text them. Yeah.
Now, that's my budget. My budget, 1022, but still 7 points. That did not make the video.
Well, you got that up. Why don't you tell them about that challenge real quick?
Oh yeah, sure. I've got one here.
Check it out.
So this is from long rifle, and it's just shoot cheap ammo. You got to shoot CCI standard velocity. And, standard velocity can make some pretty tiny holes, but it throws flyers all the time. So that's part of the challenge. But basically, this is a, see if I get my finger in the right place here. That's a full-size 22 round, and then he reduces it 25%. Then he does it another 25%. And then down here, this is 75% of that. And I'm telling you what, these are tiny. And it's a good challenge. You talk about building skills and having fun with people at the range, this is just fun. And you will build your skills trying to shoot this. With ammunition, it costs you less than $5 a box. Not this Ely crack addict stuff.
I wish 6-shooter Texan was here. He shot the whole target and missed every one of them, but the last one.
Oh, that's a good one.
I said, you messed up a perfect 0.
Yeah, don't hit. But the challenges are like these two guys have said here. Let me get a minute. Yeah, whatever these guys. Is that it builds your skills, and 22 is way cheaper than 6.5 Creedmoor, right? Or 338 Lapua. The only game in those things is managing recoil, but the trigger, the fundamentals, breathing, everything is still done on 22 the same way, and so you can really get better. And then, and Elijah and Scotsman and all they preach us all the time, right? It's about taking people to the range with you and having fun. Mm-hmm. And I mentioned this a couple weeks ago at Hillbilly, I think on this show, but there was a young guy with his fiance there, and she was kind of the scared liberal type, right? Never fired a gun, didn't want to have anything to do with this, right? And I set out that custom 1022. I said, here, I'll load it for you. Just squeeze the trigger. And she shot it once, and she's like, oh, I can't do that again. I said, no, it's okay. Try it again. And she hit it, and then she was a little scared again. I said, look, I'll load the ammo up. That thing, if you just keep squeezing until it's empty. By the time of the first round mag, she kind of wanted to do it again. And I just let them shoot a couple boxes. Now, it wasn't 10X, but it was SK Standard Plus. I just let him shoot a couple boxes, and he came over and he thanked me. He goes, you don't know how much I appreciate that, because he couldn't get her involved in anything of his hobby. And now she really wanted, she was asking about, how much does this cost to build and where can I get one? And good questions like that. Completely changed. So that's the goal, right?
Hopefully it wasn't the CZ and you scared her off.
No. I wouldn't care. She could have shot the CZ, but yeah, very few people shoot my CZ with 10X in it that aren't paying for the ammo.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Another great point. I know one time we were shooting some trap and somebody's girlfriend was there, and she's like, somebody said, oh, you want to try it? She was, I don't want to embarrass myself. We're like, you seen all of us shooting, miss. I mean, what can embarrass you? I mean, it happens to all of us. And we told her, this does have recoil, but she had shot, firearms before. She just never shot trap or 12 gauge, actually, for that matter. First pull, she busted that. When she turned around, the smile on her face was from ear to ear. She's like, can I do it again? I mean, yeah, it's.
Has Ron Wayne been on here tonight?
I have not seen him. He might be working still.
I got the CCI standard challenge for him. This is put out by Bobcat Forever.
Oh, here. I'll bring you up here.
Peas. You got to shoot peas.
Since Ron Wayne likes to shoot canned food.
It just got real quiet in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, boys.
Yeah, hashtags.
Oh,
CZ
boy.
life.
Wow. Holy cow. What was that, Hillbilly?
I said we have a hashtag CZ life out there.
Oh, yeah. Good taste. Good taste.
Bulldogs lost the score.
Hillbilly, you want to talk about yours coming up yet or not?
Oh yeah, I can talk about that. And also, real quick, Buck put out the link to show me the money, and anybody, which we talked about on Georgia Shooting Connection last night. But while I get this out and stuff, do you guys want to tell them about that? If you did happen to miss Georgia Shooting Connection last night about this challenge,
There it is.
and it is
Chad,
for benefits. So if you guys want to tell everybody about that in case somebody missed,
I'm gonna let Chad tell him about it because he's shot it perfect. I haven't yet.
I'm about to get banned.
He may. So yeah, so basically there's a couple charities, the Pink Foundation, breast cancer kind of thing, and then St. Jude's Children. And so anybody could shoot it, but he asked if you can go ahead and do a donation, and they add up to 25 cents onto your final score, but you just count the money. But it takes a lot of rounds.
41. If you shoot
Is that what it is? 41.
Yeah.
So it's like you got to shoot one of them 6 times, a bunch of them 3, several of them 2, and this guy is the only one that shot them perfect. Well, there's actually one other guy, but you've done it twice now, right?
I almost had another one today.
Yeah, I gotta get back out there with less wind and do that. I told Elijah, said I think I'll clear this, and I haven't done it yet.
So Chad, when you if somebody did shoot a perfect score, what did that total up to as far as money?
I was trying to pull up dayattherange.com here.
Or do you remember, Hasbro? What's the total?
Yeah, it's $3.70 is the pure target score, and then you can get up to another 25 cents if you do some donations of a certain level.
If you donate 10 cents up to $1.99, then that gets a penny added to your score. If you donate $2 up to $10.99, then that gets a nickel added to your score. If you donate $11 up to $25.99, then you get a dime added to your score. And then anything over $26 donation will get you an extra quarter. So if you shoot a perfect card, you're shooting $3.70. Then you add a quarter to that, so it puts you at $3.95.
Yeah. So you donate that amount, and then with anything else you'd want to give. But I heard him say, like, you don't have to donate anything. You just shoot it for fun if you want.
You don't have to donate anything to get on the leaderboard. No.
Yeah.
Which is just fine. But he was over, I don't remember, it was at least $1,200 last night that they've already, in about a week, have getting ready to help these charities. So pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, and those are 2 great charities that pretty much every family, I would say, has benefited from one or the other, and so that's really good stuff.
Yeah, I was just going to say that, Hillbilly. Has anybody on this panel had a family member not touched by cancer?
Yeah,
I know you have, KY, in a rough way.
Pretty much everybody,
and everybody has, and that's what this money is going for. And they've made some really good progress. I mean, there are people that have lived years they wouldn't have lived before, and there are people that have been cured from it. Now, there's a lot of terrible variants of it, right? But there has been some really good progress.
They set a goal of $250, and there's been 25 donations made, and they're at $1,296, and it's been going on for less than a week.
Yeah. Now, for some people, if say you don't shoot 22 long rifle, you don't want to get in these challenges, you can still go over there and donate to the cause.
Yep.
So if you just want to go there and throw $10 in or whatever, you can do that. So, but I will be having one coming up, and here I'll go ahead and blow my screen up here. This is just the prototype. I still got some sizing and stuff to change on it, but if you watch my shows, my videos, and for me to come for the challenge, I think everybody be totally disappointed if this was not the challenge.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we we gotta do some adjustments on here and everything, and thank goodness Hasbro's actually went out and shot that particular one, and I've not even actually shot it yet, and but we talked about it, and it's like, okay, we need to I need to adjust this and this, and then plus I don't want to put it out with some of these other challenges going on, so it'll be just a little while, and but
Are you going to allow extra points if you shoot one of the bubbles at the top of the can?
well, that's the bubbles are the points.
The bubbles are Satan.
Yeah. So I'm keeping this to 30 shots. So this, most 22s had 10 round mags, so it'll be a total of 30 shots. So it'll be fairly cheap and reasonable, for most people to just do 30 shots, and so anyway, we'll get that tuned up and everything.
I think you need to add a swimming shotgun challenge bonus to it.
Oh yeah, well,
slugs.
there's going to be. This is only one version, and that's why it's going to take a little while to come out, because not only am I going to do the way and I talked to Hasbro about this. It's going to have different levels as far as price of rifle that you're using, but then again, I am going to come out basically with the same thing, just a little different for pistols, and then I want to do a shotgun one. So
gotta be
just gotta make it fun.
Yep.
That way, no matter what you have, you can get into this and just have a good time, and that's what it's all about. Is getting out there, on the range and just having fun and having a good time. Be able to rise back and forth against each other a little bit. Have maybe have a few little bragging rights like Chad has right now, but.
He does.
But there'll be different levels of firearm pricing that you can use on this. Try to make it fair for everybody. And actually I really enjoyed I believe it wasn't it Boomstick that had one level the playing field or something like that. And so it was pretty fun. It changed depending on how high dollar of a rifle you're using and stuff. So anyway, everybody still had the same, like on the drag races and racing what they call ET time. It don't matter if you got a 15-second car and a 9-second car. When you both leave that line, you're racing heads up, And so anyway,
was that the football challenge?
I don't remember which one. I was thinking Boomstick put it out.
Yeah, I know, but it was football. So here it is.
Yeah, level the playing field. Yeah, that's what it was.
I didn't shoot that one yet. There's a bunch I haven't shot yet.
Out, I never did shoot it. I didn't have time.
You choose.
Yeah.
Hey, Hillbilly, I was just thinking about something for yours, and I should add it to the challenge I got coming up too. Ties. I was going to just have them back up and shoot it again. Maybe ties have to shoot it with Thunderbolt. That is even worse than SV. It'll be great.
Yeah. Well, some of these people with expensive rifles might just say, heck with it. I ain't shooting that through my gun.
Well, they probably don't even want to be seen buying a box of
Yeah.
it, you know.
Put on a mask and everything going in and purchasing the Thunderbolt.
I'm just for a friend of mine.
This guy's gonna be sorting for a week and a half to make it work.
I don't sort.
Oh my goodness. See what we got out here. Look at that. Hey, that's milk dud for the target. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Bubba's challenge. Yeah, Bubba's gonna have to do a milk dud challenge. G-Web, he's got this cutest little dog. It's named Bacon Bit. Oh man. So we got the drawing coming up here in just a few minutes at the bottom of the hour, guys and girls. So anybody else want to talk about the challenges or anything? Any ideas or maybe for some of us that that didn't shoot the challenge, was there any that you really enjoyed? One I did was what was it, Bubba? The fly on the wall or whatever.
Yeah.
That looked like a fun one.
Fly swatter challenge.
Fly swatter was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved that one.
That cost me a lot of money.
I did god awful on that shot. I did shoot it with the Ruger Wrangler though. That was fun.
Yeah. I enjoyed that video. That was fun.
There wasn't no rules for the pistols, so I was just like, I'll make up my own.
There it is. There it is. That's the fly swatter.
I still got 16
That's a
copies
tough
of those
one.
sheets. I should
That
probably do
was.
that again. That was fun.
See, Chad, you was way off. You got 3 holes over on one side of the paper.
They're exact.
I don't remember who said the other one. One of them was the Q-tip challenge. That was fun too.
I think Chad didn't use the 22. Those holes are too big.
I know.
Hey, Hillbilly, I didn't want to take away from yours. You care if I show this real quick?
Oh yeah, actually, I was going to ask you about that if you wanted.
I just didn't want to take away from anything on yours. So.
Oh no. Yeah, I was actually going to ask you if you wanted to share that yet or not. So.
Okay. Yeah. So this week, like I say, I got to go to Georgia for the birth of a grandbaby. But during that time, I have some video. I hope I can edit it into the beginning of this challenge. So we've been working on this for a while, and Hillbilly's seen it. A few others have seen it. So we're going to do a hammer time challenge. And the reason it started out is CW and I shoot 300 hammers, but I decided to open it up to 300 blackout too. And the reason being is this is just fun, but the guys getting ready for hunting season can use it to sight their rifles in too. And it only takes, I think it's 11 rounds, if I counted right. Actually, with the bonus points, I think it's 13. So you're not going to burn a lot of expensive ammo is the idea too, but you can get sighted in. So the idea is you have to hit just the hammer. If you hit his hands, you lose a point. If you hit his face, you lose a point. You can hit the brim of his hat. That's okay, because he'll survive. But if you hit him, you lose points. And then it gets, a little bit smaller. And a little bit smaller. And then it's like, crap, what's that? So it's a risk reward thing, because what you'll do is you'll shoot to the left side of this hammer. And you'll probably end up over here and miss them all together. But if you get too far this way, you start losing points. But then you got the challenge coins. The challenge coins are 10 points apiece if you hit them. So that's good. But you can lose 2 points if you miss them.
Oh,
and
wow.
you will miss them. I'm telling you will miss them. So I'll show you. So that's
order you go in.
I don't care. I shoot top to bottom, but I don't care.
Okay.
And I don't care how many sighters you do. I just everybody want to limit sighters.
Draw off the bat, but you just get one shot at each object.
Yeah. I mean, people could start with the coins if they don't get it. That's fine. They're burned ammo. They probably won't have it on camera anyway. So here's round 2. and this is 22 long rifle. Now, if you saw this other one, see if I can get them both in here. Yeah, things have changed a lot. It's a lot smaller. I mean, a lot smaller. So it gets a little tougher, and that's round 2 is 22 long rifle. I'm trying to get everybody that has one of these calibers, most likely, can play. And so then we got round 3, pistol caliber carbine. So this is even a high point can shoot this.
All
Okay.
right.
Yeah. So 9mm, 10mm pistol caliber carbines. And if people want to shoot bolt action in that, that's fine. We'll make another category.
I'll be doing good on that if I do golf score.
Yeah, there you go. And then the last one, I don't have printed out up here, but the last one's going to be 6mm arc and 6.5 Grendel. And that's to pick up the other guys shooting hunting calibers that are also really accurate. And so that'd be fun. This gives you an idea of what a real score looks like. And this actually is a pretty good score for 300 Amber. It happens to be my score, but it's 32 points over here out of 52.
Wow.
And it's like, you start looking at these bullets and it's like, okay, there's not so much room for error. Like, yeah, okay, I took out Mario. He went down. And there's several of these along here. And then I hit the challenge point, but I missed this one, so I lost 2 points. And it's a risk reward thing. And I really like that in a lot of challenges, not just difficulty, but you got to make a choice. How far are you going to go? And so anyway, that's a challenge coming up. Hillbilly's been kind enough to give me his feedback and a couple others. And I'll be sending those out to y'all and posting it up sometime this week. So
awesome. Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. I mean, a lot of fun. And looking forward to it.
And I will come up with some sort of prize for each of those groups. I may work with Shooting 7 Steel and send some steel targets out. But we'll come up with something decent for each one to win. So, because you're gonna spend a little money shooting those guns, so why not?
Heck yeah! As long as you're not sending out hard seltzer, we'll be happy. Alrighty. Guys and girls, make sure you have your hashtag in because we are going to be doing the giveaway here. It is the bottom of the hour, and we're going to see who is going to be the next winner joining the Skinny Blue Knife Club. And here, I guess. Hang on, I'll show this to you guys real quick. So, if you've not seen it, this is the Skinny Blue Knife that we'll be giving away tonight, and it's just like the Skinny Black Knife, but a different color. And somebody the other day said something about they call this one the R2D2, and then the Skinny Black Knife the Darth Vader. So. Anyway, take myself off the screen. And anyway, Bubba, would you like to do the countdown, brother?
All righty, here we go. All right. 1 of Mario, 2 of Mario, 3 of Mario, 4 of Mario, -5 of Mario. And that's how my score is going to go. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
All righty. We are spinning. See who the winner is tonight. Warren Fowler. Congratulations. But you do have to be present to win. So, Warren Fowler, are you on here? We'll give you just a quick minute and we figure, Jamie, minute and 30 seconds or 40 seconds or something like that. So
do. I better stop doing that. We'll
I
get
think
banned.
he's still out there. Come on, Warren. Come on, give us a comment, buddy.
I don't think it was you. It was number 1.
I gave away my score for that card. My God.
So Warren Fowler, if you're out there, comment in the side chat so we know you're there, brother. Man, I was hoping we had a new winner tonight because, as far as I know, Warren Fowler's never won a skinny blue or black knife. So, Jacob says that's been 40 seconds.
It's a final. Georgia lost.
Oh, man. Sorry to hear that, buddy. Which, Bama Dad's probably excited.
It's hard to come back from that, but I tell you what, they made a heroic effort.
They did come back. They had the lead there at the end, and then Alabama.
Yeah, that's true.
They came all the way back.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, I'm going to throw this up here while we're giving him just a few more seconds. Hasbro says, if you want one of these targets, email him at Hasbro1964@gmail.com.
I watched Dale Polk's comment. I watched that Oklahoma-Auburn game today. That was another fabulous football game. And Oklahoma's defense is for real, sports fans. They play an awesome brand of defense, and it looked like they got their quarterback woes a little bit on the comeback there. So watch out for Oklahoma. I also saw that Kentucky team that gave okay, never mind. Guns and barbecue don't want to hear about football. Y'all go ahead.
Hey, Jamie, can you imagine Indiana has not lost yet? I don't know what's going on. It's like, it's weird. They're terrible.
I saw them playing today too. So let me tell y'all something. Since they got the 4 games on the screen at one time, I'm rotten, man.
Yeah, barbecue said it wasn't about football, Jamie. It was waiting for Warren.
Hey, Jamie, let me ask you something. Speaking of football, why? Yeah, I've been a Big Ten fan my whole life because I live in Indiana. I grew up in Indiana. It's sort of one of those things, right? What in the world are there 18 teams in, including West Coast, like Oregon and UCLA? It's like, it's got to be all about the money.
It is. It is. We're getting down to 2 super conferences. It's Ozzy. I know he's out there. Come on, Ozzy.
Well, Ozzy not only got a new grandbaby, he also just won a skinny blue knife. Congratulations, Ozzy. You're still out there in the side chat? Say something, brother.
It's a baby blue knife.
It is. Yeah, he won something to give his new granddaughter one of these days.
There he is.
There he is. He says, "Go Illinois." Congratulations, Ozzy. I'll write your name down here. So, Ozzy, go ahead and email me at AmericanHillbillyUp@gmail.com with the name and address you'd like to send to, and I will get it sent right out to you, brother. Oh my goodness. He says, Ozzy don't want knives around that baby. Well, I mean, he can save it till when it gets older.
Well, I made it longer than I thought I would, so I'm going to get out of here tonight. Thanks, everybody.
All right, Mark, you got anything coming up, buddy?
No, nothing coming up. I might try to get out and shoot a challenge or two, or at least make a trip to the range, but nothing in plans. So thanks for having me. It's been great. Great to see you all. Hope everybody's had a great weekend. Good night.
All right, buddy.
Night,
Well,
Mark.
thanks a lot. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Go over and check out Mark Thomas's channel if you've not already, and subscribe. Great stuff over there. Appreciate you, brother.
Thanks for having me.
You bet you. Bye-bye. Oh my goodness. So anybody else needing to jump off here right now before we get to the next topic? And I want to say real quick before you guys do go, need to go. I want to thank the VIPs, shout them out. They're scrolling along the bottom. They sponsor the giveaways for what they do being a VIP. That those funds are used for all the giveaways. So anyway, I just want to thank you all so much for being VIPs and appreciate you all for sponsoring these giveaways. And so Moondog, you or Jamie, either one of you guys, who wants to go first?
Jamie, go ahead.
Well,
Or I can go.
go ahead, man.
All right. So, well, folks, I'm going to be dropping off. I have, while I'm not doing choir as I usually am on Sunday mornings at church, I got to take my mom over to church and the family tomorrow morning. So I'm going to drop off now. But I want to let everybody know that I'm going to have a special live stream on Monday night where I'm going to be giving away 2 different prizes. And unfortunately, since I'm not at home, I don't have them to show off, but I'm giving away a N4 night vision goggle, and I'll post up a link to that contest because you can still enter for the time being now. It's still valid until Monday. So I'll put up, this is the link for the night vision. Oh, it looks like sorry.
That's okay.
Looks like Hillbilly's posted it up.
Well, it's because you put it in the Discord or the
Yep.
main deal. So
I realized that.
But yeah.
So
there it is.
And then I'm going to post up a link to the. There's a second contest that's also going to be for the Discovery Optics LPVO. So I'm going to have 2 different spins that night. Plus, anybody who tunes in on the live stream, I'm going to do, inspired by Hillbilly, I'm going to do a couple of giveaways that night. Some patches and some other cool swag that I'm going to be giving away that night. I'm going to have a special guest from Discovery Optics come out and talk about the scope that he's giving away that night. Oh, there we go. Yeah. That's the patch right there.
Yeah. Better get over and get them while they last, guys.
Absolutely. So tune into my channel on Monday night, and you'll see all these giveaways.
Jacob's asking, what time will that be? Since you're on Western time, West Coast time.
I'm going to be doing that at 5 p.m. Pacific time, which should be 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central.
Or wait, no. Yeah, 5 to be 7 Central, 8 Eastern. Mm-hmm. Right? Okay.
Thanks for reminding me, Jacob.
Yeah, and guys, Hillbilly Nation has a really good run at that of winning Moondogs giveaways. So, make sure you get over there, and we'd love to see somebody from Hillbilly Nation, win that. Both of those. Those are great stuff right there. I'm going to talk about the night vision because I do have one, and it's really cool. But I love to have that LPVO. And I'm definitely going to be entering.
Oh, speaking of that LPVO, I did a review of that two weeks ago now, or is it 3 weeks ago now? And one of the things I commented was if I got enough comments, I would do a drop test on it. Well, I did do the drop test, and I'm going to be publishing. I'm making that video live tomorrow, so tune in tomorrow around noon. You'll see that, or about sometime in the afternoon, like probably 3 p.m. Eastern time, and you'll see that that new video. So if it survived and if it kind of held zero or did hold zero, we'll see. You'll see.
Hey,
And
give
that's
that one to
not-
Hillbilly.
Yeah, that's not the one you'll be giving away, right?
No, that won't be the one.
You shoot around trees with that thing.
Hey, what? How come this has this big dent on it? It's an L-shaped LPVO. What's going on? All right. Well,
excited to see that. And I was hoping maybe you'd swing that chair around and play that piano, play a tune. But
I'll let my wife or my daughter play that. My piano skills stopped at in third grade, so
hot cross buns and yeah.
That's why I stick to just strumming the guitar now. All right, gentlemen, it's been a pleasure to be on. Thank you very much, Hillbilly, and it was great to see everybody. And you have a good weekend, everyone.
See you, Moondog.
Thank you so much, Moondog, for being here, buddy. Appreciate you. And guys, go over and get entered in those contests. Check out Moondog's channels, Moondog 2A, Moondog Go, and doggone, I can't remember the other one. But Moondog Travels, I believe. No,
Moondog Go.
Yeah, Moondog Go. Yeah, and great stuff on all of them. Great guy. Always appreciate him. He gives a lot. He's always given a really, really nice prize away every month. So appreciate him doing that. And so, anyway, Jamie.
Thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks for putting up with me, and thanks for letting me hang out with you guys. I know I wasn't great company tonight, but
Understandable.
Excellent football game tonight. Too bad my boys come out on the short end, but hey, they gave them all they wanted and then some. So I'm proud of that. And guys, y'all got to start watching you some college football. I mean, it's so much better than the pros. And you guys that are Kansas City Chiefs fans, y'all had a tough time in Atlanta last week. Congratulations on your win, but it wasn't an easy thing, was it? So yeah.
No. And I was like, come on, please. We lose Atlanta, and I'm gonna have to listen to Jamie next week. So
look, dude, you ain't gonna get a lot of grief from me about a pro football game. I try to be a gracious winner and not so much a sore loser. I'm just depressed right now, but it'll be all right. There's another day, and the sun don't shine on the same dog all the time.
Yeah, well, Chiefs kind of have that deal to where it seems like when it's never a blowout, they just win. If they win just enough to win the game. I get so nervous and aggravated about that. But
well, let me just say this before I go. This game was 28-0 Alabama in the first quarter.
What a comeback!
And then it was 30-7. Then it was 34-30. And then they started swapping touchdowns, and Alabama got the last one, and Georgia had the ball driving with less than a minute, and Carson Beck threw an interception in the end zone. So there's your wrap up. I'm out of here. I'm going to church in the morning. I hope y'all do as well. You'll be glad you did. Thanks for having me.
Well, thank you so much, Jamie. Appreciate you, buddy.
Good night, guys.
Guys, go over and subscribe to JH586 if you're not already. and Georgia Shooting Connection. And Georgia Shooting Connection is every Friday night at 7 p.m. Right before Gizzy Gary's Foul Territory. Always a lot of fun. And so, yeah. I figure we got time for one more quick fun topic. I thought we'd have some fun with this. So, since a lot of us, not everybody, but we did some, maybe not everybody, but as a Gen Xer, I do know if you was a Gen X, then you probably had some of these. What was the biggest dare you did as a kid? I mean, was it just jumping a bicycle? Was it you know, going up and ringing the doorbell with a brown bag in front of the door? I mean, what was the one that you remember that you were actually involved in, as a kid that just, it's like, oh yeah, I remember that and I did it. And I may have failed miserably at it, but yeah. I'll go first just to so people can have a little bit of time to think about this. So a buddy of mine, they had a fairly big barn, and the old style barn, and the pitch on the barn, and then on each side of that barn it come out, so like basically a lean-to on both sides that you could park a tractor under or whatever. So at the top of that lean-to, it's probably, I want to say 8 foot off the ground roughly or whatever, but this barn, with the big loft in it and stuff, I mean, it's a long ways up there. So as kids, we, riding bicycles are like, man, that'd be really cool to ride off of that barn, down along the lean, off the lean-to and just land it. Well, I got the dare to do it. And so, of course, the pitch in those barns, like you can't, with metal roofs, tin roofs like that, like you can't get really enough traction to even climb to the top of the roof. So we decided, okay, we got a rope, have some rocks or stick to it or whatever, threw the rope over the barn and tied my bicycle, and then where I could hang on to the rope, and the other guys got on the other side on the ground. They pulled the rope and got me and the bicycle up to the peak of the barn, And so once I was up there, I could straddle the peak of the barn, got my bicycle, stood up and everything. And once I got up there, and especially once I got on my bicycle, I was like, oh my goodness, this is a long ways up, and a lot farther up than what I thought. But I was up there, and it's like, if I have to like come back off of here without trying this, my buddies are just going to never let me forget this. Never let me hear the end of this, So I did make the ride down the barn, off the lean-to that was attached to it, made it on the ground, no doubt. But man, talking about eating dirt, man. It was a Huffy bicycle, and it literally, the front tire, it had flattened, one whole side of that front tire. The way to me, and stuff, it broke. I, basically my body ate the handlebars, but it broke the frame on the bicycle. The handlebars are rent and everything. And I only had to get like 4 stitches out of that. So that was probably the least stitches I ever did have to get in my young life. And so anyway, that's mine, something that I remember. And, so anyway, Gizzard, we're going over to you, buddy. Any dares that you did?
Well, hey, I'm definitely not a Gen Xer. I'm a boomer.
Yeah.
I certainly didn't do anything. I hesitate to use any terms here that might insult somebody, but nothing that perhaps outlandish.
Stupid.
I wasn't going to say that because that's mean.
I'll say it for you.
That's what we would have called it back in my day. Oh boy. I can't think of anything that would come anywhere near matching that. I mean, we might occasionally knock on somebody's front door and run. I mean, kids did that back in the day. Oh gosh, I can remember being dared to eat dirt a few times, especially when girls were around. You know, it's like I'll do anything to gross somebody out. You know, drink pickle juice.
You girls make the mud pie. I'll eat
it. You tell me, you know, nobody drinks pickle juice. It's nasty. It's like, hand me the jar. But really, nothing that dangerous I can think of. Just the usual stuff. Till I got a little older and did some teenage crap, but that's a whole different deal entirely. Yeah, that's all I can think of.
Yeah. Well, you're not the only boomer. There's several out there too. So
there's a lot of us old folks around. I tell you what.
Oh, God's guy said he had a buzz bike from Western Idaho. His granddaddy bought it for him on his 10th birthday. Moose says, I totally never stole a car. So, Chad, did you have any wild times as a youngster? A dare or something that you and your friends did that really sticks out and you think, man, I shouldn't have done that?
I absolutely do. So me and my brother are 2 years apart, and we were hanging out at a neighbor's house, which happened to be a little girl that my brother had a crush on, and she dared my brother to jump from the top of a swing set down onto a trampoline, and my brother wouldn't do it, so I did it. Once my brother saw that it wasn't all that bad, he went ahead and done it and broke his arm in 3 places.
Oh no!
Yeah, so I probably didn't set a very good example there.
Yeah, who got whipped for that one?
Well, the problem with them trampolines was that 8-10 inches of springs around the end of it, around the outside that both feet would fit through if you misjudged.
Well, you know how on a trampoline, when you got near the edge, it would like pop you up and give you a boost. Like
yeah.
That's what happened to him. He hit dead center, then he hit at the edge, and when he hit the edge, it popped him up in the air. When he came down, he wasn't on the trampoline.
Yeah, that was definitely smart. Yeah. All right, Hasbro. How about you, buddy?
Well, I'll tell you a couple as young kid, and I'll tell you one as a college age idiot. So in the days when I was young, Evel Knievel was king. Mm-hmm. And I had a Schwinn Stingray. That was the bike to have, right? I didn't have the one that changed speeds, all that, but I had a Schwinn. So we set up ramps and we kept jumping. I don't know how I ever had kids. That banana seed hurts, I'm telling you, boys.
Oh man.
Then, so that was it. Then we lived up on top of a river valley and went down to the river, probably 70, 80 feet down the hillside. So in the wintertime, we get snow when you put up ramps down there and go down with those banana sleds, you know what I mean? the real thin plastic boat things, because they would go the fastest. The rails are garbage. We could go on those things. And when you land one of those jumps and you land square in your chest, I don't know how I didn't break my sternum. I mean, you'd be out of breath, just totally wiped out there, but you made the best jump ever. And of course, there was a fence at the end of it. You had to stop. But in college, I did engineering co-ops. And so I went to Northern Ohio up near Akron area. And I got into racing snowmobiles for a few years. Well, I got my first one that was actually decent enough to race. It was used, but I got it. So I'm trying to learn how to take jumps and land jumps. And the plant I was working on had an extension they were going to put on. And it snowed over 12 inches, so they closed the plant.
Oh, wow.
But this earthen mound was going beside the main building, and it had a nice ramp coming out of the parking lot. So I'd come ripping around the building, hit this ramp until I kept going faster and faster, and I'd land, work the throttle, and land it right. Well, the last time I hit it at 70 miles an hour. And I looked over to my left, and I saw the top of the factory. This was a problem because you don't land like this with a snowmobile, right? That high, you go. Oh. So I had a mask on, unfortunately, helmet and everything. It went through the windshield. The handlebars bent forward, and the track was ripped out of the back of it. It broke the frame in half. But I sucked the landing.
Oh my goodness. Well,
now then I went out and bought a all-out racing snowmobile. Yeah, I didn't learn any lessons. I just got dumb.
I was going to say, nowadays, I think, they have the snowmobiles with the monoshock type situation.
Oh, yeah.
Like the dirt bikes. Yeah, I remember.
I bought an all-out racing one, and they changed it. The front end had huge automotive struts, and the back had this massive air bladder made for jumping.
Yeah. I remember the same thing with motorcycles. They had the two shocks with the springs, and it almost break your ankles, landing the big jump with those, and they come out
and
with
the pegs.
With the monoshock. Oh my goodness, it's like riding on air, just nice, easy land and big difference. So that's awesome. That's funny. So, Bubba, how about you, buddy?
So I feel like before I say this, that if anybody is squeamish to not listen any further and just mute for right now until Hillbilly waves at the camera.
Nobody dared you to stop a commercial fan exhaust fan with your tongue or anything like that.
No,
right?
no. So
okay.
I used to do weird things for money, like weird bets. It wasn't really a dare, more like a dare that turned into, well, I'll pay you this much if you do this. So one day, it started with me hitting myself in the leg with a stapler for $50. Don't ask me why. Nelson County High School, not much to freaking do. And one of the dares was just like, well, I'll dare you to pierce your ears. I was like, oh, that's easy. Click, click, done, right? Not that big of a deal. Now, what became a big deal was they got a little bit more intricate, a little bit more weird. And I'm Bubba. I'm a fan of weird. That's all I am is weird. So one person bet me $25 to pierce my lip.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. So $25 from one person, pierce your lip. I was just like, all right, that ain't that big of a deal. And I was getting ready to do it. And somebody goes, I'll pay you $75 if you sew your lips shut.
Oh, dude.
Now, after that,
he failed.
Said that, the other dude said, I'll kick up 50. So now we're at $125 to do this. Everybody else heard that I might do it. So this turned into a $350 dare.
Oh my goodness, bro. Tetanus
and
shot.
I sewed my lips shut.
Dang. Evidently you broke it loose.
At the age of 16 was pretty much like giving me the keys to the car and saying, "Have fun."
It was obvious the thread wasn't strong enough.
Yeah.
Obviously. But I got through that one, and that ain't the only weird dare. The weirdest dare I had to do for as far as piercing is concerned, and this is just piercings. Which, yes, the tatas got pierced at least once or twice during this whole ordeal. But the weirdest one was they said, well, "I'll bet you can't pierce your arm." I said, "What?" They said, "Yeah, pierce your forearm and run a chain through it." I was like, "Well, how many piercings have I got to do?" Well, turns out that was easier than sewing my lips shut. And I made about $268. It was a weird number. 268, 267, something like that bucks to pierce my arm, pierce my forearm.
Dude.
Yeah.
I hope you got some tetanus shots along that time too.
Oh yeah, I was fine. I was up to date.
But,
But
bad flashbacks of the nail gun.
Yeah.
But 268, 350, it's kind of worth it. So like I want to say they were dares, but at the same time, with money involved, I don't really want to call that a dare. I don't know. That's up to everybody else to decide. Is that a dare or is that not a dare?
Well,
and Hillbilly, all you could do is get him to drink milk duds out of a hard seltzer. You got to up your game.
Yeah. Well, one night,
I'd rather pierce my
I don't
arm
know
with
how
the
many boxes of milk duds he ate on here, and we're doing super chats for his next build, and he literally lost weight in his cheeks and jaws. He ate so many milk duds.
Yeah, I ate so many that my muscles tightened in my face and I looked skinnier. I was just like, what the heck?
So if you ever need somebody to do a deer, man, with Bubba, all you gotta do is break out the wallet.
Don't go too crazy with me now.
Yeah. Well, definitely from different generations for sure, because I was not expecting that tonight. About the person and sewing. Oh man.
Yeah, well, I did a lot of weird stuff.
So while we're with you, Bubba, won't you let us know, like, if you got something coming up, something you'd like to plug, and we'll just work our way on around the panel, and we'll get out here tonight and let these good folks go to bed.
As far as anything coming up, I highly doubt it. I really doubt it. I might come out with another video for the Project Gun series, but I'm probably going to have to skip video 2 until I have to redo it, or until I redo it itself, because it did not come out well at all. I don't know what it was, but like even the picture was messed up, which was weird. So it might be video number 3 coming out before number 2.
That's great. Some of us can't count anyhow.
That's yeah. It's Kentucky math. 1, 2, 5. But yeah, other than that, like I ain't really got too much in the way of stuff coming out. Still trying to get everything settled and stuff from the move. And awaiting the next move I'm gonna have to do. But yeah, other than that, but as always, guys, stay safe, stay armed, stay two-way strong. Have a fantastic week. Keep getting at it.
Buddy. Well, thank you so much for being on here. Always appreciate you. And hopefully you get to where you start throwing out some more videos and the good, the bad, the Bubba. Guys, if you're not already subscribed to Bubba Triclops Ballistics, go over there and do yourself a favor and subscribe. a lot of great videos up. He's just a great guy. Appreciate you being on here tonight, Bubba.
Thank you for having me.
So Hasbro, what you got coming up, buddy?
Well, trip to Georgia, got that coming up, and so I have a couple videos I can do while I'm out, so that'll be good. And one of them will be the challenge we mentioned earlier, so that'll be fun. Then I look forward to enjoying the new grandbaby. Hopefully everything goes well for both the baby and my daughter. And then get back from that, I got a bunch of shooting to do. So maybe I think the wife will be staying down there, so I'll have extra time. I can get away and shoot.
Oh, wow.
Because somebody's got to come back and work, you know. So yeah, so that's what I got. I got a lot going on next couple of weeks, and then back to a little fall fun. So.
All righty. Well, enjoy that grandbaby. My goodness. So excited for you. And yeah, guys, go over, if you're not already subscribed, go over and check out Hasbro. Subscribe, do yourself a favor. A lot of great videos over there, a lot of fun. I always enjoy watching your videos, buddy. So thanks for being on. We love to have you.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. Good to be with you all, and good side chat tonight.
All right. Well, we can wake Chad up there, Kentucky Rimfire and Hobbies. What you got coming up, brother?
I had a couple videos drop today. One was shooting the Show Me the Money challenge, and the other one was kind of a thank you video to Walnut and Steel for repairing my dad's 60-year-old BB gun.
Wow.
One of the challenges that I shot that's going to be on the video I'm going to release tomorrow, it don't count because, like a big dummy, I didn't read the directions before I started shooting. And I shot this whole target, and I was like, man, I done pretty good on that. And then I went back to score it, and it says red dot or similar sight. And I was shooting it with a 36 power Weaver. I don't think that counts. But it's a challenge that Bobcat Forever's put out, and I kind of shot it with the scope when it was supposed to be a red dot. So we'll have to discard that one. And then I got the other challenge that I shot in that video was from No Pro. I took another stab at the firefighter challenge.
Oh, awesome.
Come out with a 37 on that one. So,
nice.
But I have a match that was supposed to happen tomorrow, but we got some rain in the forecast, so I postponed that match because it's our big year-end match where we have a cookout and give away door prizes and all that, and I wanted it to be better weather, so we're going to have that next weekend instead of this weekend, so got that to look forward to. But that's pretty much it. I mean, I appreciate everybody that's been supporting me. I'm over 250 subscribers now, and that's a big jump for me. So I appreciate everybody watching and sharing and liking and subscribing.
Well, appreciate you being on here tonight, buddy. And guys, if you're not already, go over to Kentucky Rimfire and Hobbies. Check his channel out. Do yourself a favor and subscribe. A lot of great stuff over there. You know, a lot of good challenges that he does a lot, and you'll see a lot of different guns and, you know, rifles over there and stuff that he's shooting with. And so, yeah, I appreciate you being on here this evening, buddy.
He's got a really nice new one that he won't sell me cheap. I got a problem with him. I mean, he should do it.
Yeah, that is a nice
I'm a collector, not a trader.
Well, awesome. Well, thanks for being here, buddy. And so, Gizzy Gary, what you got coming up, brother?
Oh, you know, this or that. Let's see. I surely can find another knife or two to do a video on around here. While I'm biding time waiting for knives to review, I'm looking around what I got and seeing if there's anything I haven't already done. Uh, Other than that, got my channel members only chat on Wednesday nights at 8, and then Foul Territory on Friday nights at 9 every week. So anybody that can come on by and visit, especially on Friday night, I'd love to have you, as always. And thanks for having me.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here, Gizzard. Always appreciate you, brother. And guys, if you've been under a rock somewhere and you have not subscribed to Gizzard Gary, make sure you go over there and check him out. A lot of fun, great videos, especially if you like knives. I mean, my goodness, the guy just shows some awesome knives over there. Yeah. And anyway, and then Foul Territory is always a blast on Friday nights or after Georgia Shooting Connection. And I also want to remind everybody that 1 hour before the show starts, we got Brooke Cheney's a great start shooting school. Always a blast. I was not excuse me. I didn't have time to get on there this evening, but I'll go watch a rewind of it just because we had grandkids dropped off about the time that was fixing to start. And so check it out. And then also DM Foss. He will not be on tonight, but he does every other Saturday and always a blast overnight. A lot of fun, and then plus he does every Wednesday night. So anyway, go check his shows out too on Saturday. And like I said, it's every other Saturday. So anyway, appreciate each and every person for being here. You guys are awesome. I look forward to Saturday nights with y'all, every week, and very thankful that I get to host this because I really, it's not about me. It's about, all you wonderful people that come in here and we just have fun, try to have fun. And I think we must just succeed in doing that pretty much every week. And so I want to, here we lost Chad. There he's back again.
The fat
And
fuck.
so I want to leave you all with this. Remember, God, family, and country. And make somebody's day better, will you? And if the good Lord's willing, the creeks don't rise, we'll be seeing y'all again. Everybody say good night.
Night, everybody.
Not all.